Hello everyone. In continuation to our AutoCAD series on 3D basics, we will understand in this exercise press pull command. Okay, when you open the AutoCAD, you will find this interface. From here, in this new section left hand side, or if you want to work in the metric template, then you can select ACAD DWT, or if you don't, for the imperial unit, you can select ACAD DWT. If you don't find this template, browse template. From here, you can select ACAD ISO this and open it. Now, this interface comes here. Okay. First, the top you will find there is a this box. This is the workspace. In workspace, you can change the drafting annotation for the. You will find the 2D commands. If you change this one, 3D. There are three types of the workspace: drafting annotation, 3D basic, 3D modeling. If you select this one, you find the 3D basics command. If you want 3D modeling, then you can go in the advanced version. Okay, 3D command. From the bottom, you can also change here. There is a gear type icon here. Toggle buttons here. There were. If you click here, 3D basics you can change, and this one drafting annotation you can change. But I am changing this one 3D and 3D modeling. Okay, you will find. You can also change it. If you don't find this button, you go in the right side, and here is the workspace switching. If you uncheck it, it will disappear. Again, click it, then it will come here. In this way, you can bring this gear type icon. Okay. Now we are in the 3D environment, but you will see in the left hand side you are finding the two axes X and Y. In the 3D model, we have the three axes. So go in the view section, unsaved view. Here you can go in the SC ISO estimate. In this view, UCS selection is very easy. So that's why use this SC isometry. Okay, this one. Now I want to shift it here. In order to avoid it could not disturb our model. So how you can also go from here, this one, show UCS icon. In this way you can shift from here. Okay. In this exercise we will understand only the press pull command. In the previous exercise I have explained box command, extrude command. So press pull command, we need a 2D geometry. Okay. So first I draw a geometry line. This, or you keep these buttons on: a dynamic input, ortho on, and this is object snap tracking, and this is object snap. They are different. You can on endpoints, midpoints, center point, centers, geometric center, also quadrant, intersection, this one outside. Now click anywhere, this one. Now suppose 400. This dimension is along x-axis. You will see. We are working on this plane, actually XY plane. Okay, and thickness direction is Z axis. Okay, this one. Enter. Now along Y axis, give the derivation. Y axis 500. Enter. Now along X axis, track this point. Click here. You join directly or you close it. This one. One thing you have to note for the press pull command, the object should be closed region, not open. This should not be open any side. Okay. First condition for this press pull is the geometry must be closed. Okay. But it is not necessary. It must be a polyline. No. In extrude case, the object must be closed and polyline. But in the press pull, the object must be closed only. Okay. Now press pull command. This is the required geometry. Press pull. Select press pull. When you see this, bring your cursor inside this boundary, highlights and click, and you go up and down. This one. Give the suitable height. Suppose 100 mm. Enter. This one. Okay. Press pull command is still active. Escape out of the command. Now, in order to see in the for see a model in the 3D look. For the 3D look, you go in the view section. There is a this one here. These are the visual style, different visual style. You can change here from the visual style. At present, we are in 2D wireframe, shaded this one, this one, this. This is the solid look. Okay, solid shaded with edges. Okay. Now suppose you want to make a hole at some distance from this side and this side, and you can locate the hole here. And how you go in the solid editing? Here is extract edges. Extract edges, you select this one, copy edges, this one. Select this one and select edge, this edge, and select edge. Enter, ortho on, click outside, base point. Suppose you give the distance 100 mm. 100, enter. Now the lines comes. So again copy edges, this one. Select this, enter, base point, outside base point, and this one suppose 100 mm. This one, enter. Now the command is still active. So in order to come out of the command, exit and again exit in this way. Now I try a hole here. This intersection point. Click. Give the suitable radius, for example 50, enter this one. Okay, now press pull command. Bring your cursor inside the hole, click. Now I want to select another portion also, so select this one, build multiple, this one and this one, enter. Now you bring your cursor down. You will see, if you bring your cursor down here, this will be true hole you will find. If you want a blind hole, you can give certain distance, but I want the throughout hole. Click outside this one. Okay, in this way you can erase these extra lines. How? Erase command, this and this, enter, out of this. Now suppose you want to make here some object here on the surface. Okay, how you can make? Again, copy edges. This copy edges command is active. Copy edges, select this, enter, outside this one, base point, and give suitable distance, for example 100 mm, enter. This line comes here. Again, copy edges, this command, this, enter, base point, outside, give that suitable distance, for example 150, enter. Now this one, out of the command, either you press double enter, enter, out of the command. Now suppose I want to make this here, this make I'll press pull this portion, click here and give suitable height, for example 100 mm, enter. This way, this, and command is still active. Out of the command, escape key. Now this again, when erase command, this and this one, enter, remove this one. When you bring the object on the model itself, that is a single part. It is a part of the model. Okay, suppose you face any problem in order to create the model here on the surface, you can also create in the empty space here on the working plane also. How? It becomes easy to make the model on the empty space, and later on you can switch shift to this one. How? This one, this direction. Suppose this is along x-axis. Along x-axis, suppose 50 mm. Tab key. This is 150. Enter. Now press pull command. Click inside, and height is suppose 100 mm. This one. Enter. This one. This escape out of the command. Now you can move this model up to here. How? Move command, select object, enter, sorry, move command, select this, enter, base point, sorry, move command, select this object, enter, base point. This is the base point, end point, this one, and here, this. In this way you can shift, and you can erase this unnecessary lines. Enter. This one. Now you see, when I make the model, I shift the model from outside to here. This is separate model. This is separate. So how I can join it? Suppose I move here. This one. Enter, and this move. This moves separately. Okay. In order to avoid this thing, escape. In order to avoid this thing, I join it. How? In the solid editing, there is a solid union. Select this object, enter. Now it is a single part. This one, in this way. One more. Now, suppose a model, 3D model has 6 faces. 1, 2, back. This one 6 faces. You are seeing here. Okay, right, front, and top. Okay, 6 faces here. So suppose you want to work on this face, this one. So you want to make any 2D shape here, okay, or this face or parallel to this face. So you will have to change our plane vertical and z-axis horizontal. So for this you will have to change the USS from here, right hand UCS. Okay, this one. Suppose I want to make a circle here on this face. Circle, uncheck dynamic UCS, this, sorry, circle, drag this point, and suppose 25. Enter. Now this is the circle. Press pull command, click here inside, click here, and if you bring your cursor inside, you will make a hole. If you want to extrude it, you can bring your cursor outside. In this way you can make both the things. This one. Suppose I want a distance 100 mm. Enter. Okay. Now suppose you want to work on this face. This face. You will see this is the front face. So you will have to change the UCS from here. This one. Front UCS. Front UCS, you can off the grid. Now you can work on this face. This face or parallel to this face. Also back face here. This one. Here. You can also work on these back faces also with the help of this UCS. This SC isometric. This comes in the original shape. Suppose I want to work on this face. So our UCS is front UCS, this one. Or if you want to work on top, you have to change this UCS, top UCS. Okay, in this way you can work on any face of the model. Suppose that I make a figure, like this one, and drag this point and this one. Okay. Undo, slightly zoom, don't click, and make this one. Press pull command, inside click inside. If you you want to extrude, you bring your cursor outside. If you make a hole, click, give the suitable distance, for example 150, enter. Now escape out of the command, press shift, or in order to orbit the model you can hold shift key and press middle mouse button and drag it. You see this one. In this way you can orbit the model. This one, this, okay. In order to bring original, SC isometric, and here is the wall. World and top are same thing. Okay, this one. In this way you can this one. You can also suppose you want to make here this face. So right, suppose you want to make a figure shape here. Again, right, and this this, and here this one. Click, press pull, click here in this way, escape. In this way you can make. Okay. Now if you see, this is a separate part. This is separate part. You go in the solid editing, this one, this part, and this part, and enter. Now this is single part. If you move it, you can move it. Select it, enter, base point, this one. You can move it here. Okay, in this way, escape. Okay. Now if you want to give a color here, color, how can you give the color? Double click on the model. Now this window comes here. You can change the color from here. For example, this color. Escape. Suppose you want to give the color on particular face. How? You go in here, extrude faces, solid editing, color faces. Color faces, suppose I want to give a color here. This, select this face, enter, give suitable color. Suppose this one. Now command is still active. Again, color. This, undo, this, enter, this color. Okay. Command is still active. Again, color. This face, enter. Suppose this one, enter, this way. In this way you can give the surfaces color. Okay. Exit, and again exit. This one. Suppose you want to press full. You want to editing this model. How? Select the press full command. You want to further modify this one. In this way you can add this one. And suppose you want this face, press full command is still active. This, you can this active. In this way you can modify with the help of the press full command. Okay. And from here in the view section, here is the visual style. This is the 2D wireframe. This shows some light effect. This one, hidden line not visible. This, realistic actual color shows. This one, shaded, realistic shaded shame, shaded with edges. This, shaded of gray. This one, sketchy environment. And this is the 3D environment. This is the 3D wireframe. Okay. If you compare 2D, you will find here is a thin lines. But in the case of the 3D wireframe, this is the solid lines here. You see this icon. Okay, in this way you can change. Here you can X-ray. This is the transparent view showing. Okay, in this way. You can zoom in and zoom out with the help of the middle mouse button. Okay, in this way. I take this view shaded with edges. If you want to move it, move, select object, enter, select base point, and this one. And you can remove this unnecessary geometry. How? In this one, and enter. This one. After making the model, you can move the model and remove the unnecessary geometry. Okay, in this way. From here, you can change the view also. Top view, you see the model. You watch different model views, front view, this one. Middle mouse button, you can pan the model. This one, this way. There are the different four isometric view, isometric, this one, and SC isometric. Most of the time we use this isometric. Okay, you can also change from here also. This one, shaded with edges here, 2D wireframe, conceptual, realistic, or you can also change the view from here. This one, this, you can change left view, front view. You can also change from there also. Okay, in this way you can, this one. In order to orbit the model, you press shift key and hold the middle mouse button and drag this one in this way. Press shift key and hold middle mouse button. Hold shift key and press middle mouse button and drag this one in this way. You can orbit this one. In order to bring original, you SC isometric, here you can bring what? Okay. Again SC. This comes in this way you can come in. Okay. You also can okay, later coming exercise I will explain this orbit, free orbit and this continuous orbit. I hope you would have enjoyed in my this exercise. Please like, share and subscribe my this channel. Thank you very much.